wanted to pick up on the conversation we were talking about Bangladesh and being up to the mark, their lack of test victories, their poor away record, and just got a little statue out of 65 away tests. 32 were against Sri Lanka, Zimbabwe and the West Indies, so 14, 10 and 8, and just gives an indication of their ability or the unavailability to play in some of the other countries, the Australias, South Africas, the Englands, the places, the Indias, where they're really going to be challenged and tested. And I think that's something that well, they've tried to change, I guess. The more exposure they can get, the better. But you can only get better in the conditions you play in. Mehdi coming a little bit straighter.
Also, another issue with that is that most sides, they go to foreign countries to play or go to places where there's more bounce or sea movement, different conditions. They get a test series which is very, very short. You get 2 tests, back-to-back tests. There's no time to actually work your way to it. Gone are the days where you toured for 2 months, and at the back end, you're probably used to the conditions during the tour, and you got better and better. Now it happens so quickly that you arrive, you play your test match on your back. Is that ability to adjust or get used to the conditions, especially for, say, a Bangladesh, a Sri Lanka, even a Pakistan going to Australia. Once they get into the third, if they get a third test match, they're getting better and the tour's over.
Absolutely spot on. Spot on. Gone are those days where you play 3 county matches, for example, leading into the series, where you get an insight. It's small things, isn't it? It's the spikes in the turf. It's the understanding your angles. These little extra bits of bounce here and there, the nuances that go with Test cricket. And you're absolutely spot on that one, just staying a little bit low. Mehdi trying to slide one under Rizwan's bat, a wry smile from batter and fielders alike. Nice to see that they're still managing to smile. 255 for 4. Rizwan approaching the Test century, and boy will he want this one.
.255 for 4. Still batting to come, Salman Ali Agam.
जब पास सुपर पावर हो मंथली एक्स जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी? डायल करो *7733# और पाओ इतना सब कुछ सिर्फ
lunch. Pakistan have gone really well. 97 of the 28 overs, no wickets lost. They've made sure that 100's just been ticking over. Yes, maybe they can push on harder, but they would have wanted not to lose early wickets. Well, they've lost absolutely none coming to the last over before lunch. Saud Shakil, as he does, just turns it around the corner, gets a single, and as it's almost lunchtime, it is time for Tapal tea. You see, time for the fans in the Tapal tea lounge. Hot cups of tea just to get yourself going before lunch.
Slip just comes out to a mid-wicket. Probably trying to prevent that single. Keep Rizwan working hard for his runs. Approaching that 100.
No.
And he'll want to go into lunch. Not out, of course. Make it a good job done. Changing the field. It's taking a little bit of time here.
Sabat Miraj. Sabat Miraj.
Defends solidly, does Rizwan. He turns away and walks off. So the first session done, Pakistan. And at 98 without losing the wickets. Out Shakil 86 not out. Rizwan 89 not out. And the session.
जब पास सुपर पावर हो मंथली एक्स जैसी
in facing seam and spin, and they've got to 256 for 4. South Shakil still there, looking very, very confident. And Rizwan, well, he's added a little bit of impetus to the innings. Pakistan happy. Bangladesh lot to think about now, because just seems as if Pakistan are on their way to set a big first innings total.
Very solid start indeed, 86 and 89 apiece. Shakil and Rizwan, two experienced campaigners, came out in the morning session. Unlike yesterday, just brought a little bit of calm to that Pakistan middle order. They played very, very well. So that will be the main partnership, a good one between Shakil and Saim Ayub. But the one that really is a talking point is Shakil and Rizwan taking the score nicely on 142 and building with a lot of intent.
Works it through the offside, does Rizwan, and then South Shakil, as he's done throughout the innings. Very good balance.
Star 77. जब पास सुपर पावर हो मंथली एक्स जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी।
पोजीशन देखनी जरा
or the aggressor through the partnership. A couple of wickets for Hassan and Sharaful, but nothing else for the remaining bowlers. And the economy rate on Naheed and Mehdi, a little bit of a concern, and that has left Pakistan to be able to just pull away in this first innings. The 40 minutes for lunch now, they'll have to be back on it. Still about 10 overs till they can get to that second new ball, but it has been tough with AMMAR Sohail. It's been very good for Pakistan, but what can Bangladesh now do?
Should hope for the best and bowl well. And try and hit the right areas. Frustrate the batsmen. Force them into taking life in their own hands. Because at the moment, like you spoke yesterday, Bazid, you predicted this pitch is going to get better and better. Not a lot of seam movement for the bowlers, and it has become very difficult. Batting definitely has become easier. Batters have started to hit the ball on the up. Ominous signs for the bowlers, Bangladeshi bowlers, I should say. The captain has to come up with the right ideas. He has to keep on encouraging his bowlers to keep tight lines and lengths.
And it's almost as if as soon as that hard new ball slightly became softer, batting became easier, and as it progressed to becoming softer and softer, it's been very, very easy. Although you cannot take any credit away from the way that especially Saud Shakil has batted. He came in and he's looked solid from the word go. He has this ability to get his scoring areas going on. Whatever conditions he plays, he knows which areas he can get his runs in.
Because of this partnership, Pakistan can aim higher in this innings. We spoke about how important it's for Pakistan to score 300 runs at least in pursuit of a positive result. Now they can aim for 400 runs. Both these batters are assured out there in the middle.
Bangladesh hoping to get a wicket in the next 10 overs or not leak too many runs. Now the next target would be for them, or the next incentive will be that new ball, striking with the new ball. The old ball, we've not seen any sort of reverse or spin, so just hoping to make sure that they can get to the next 10 overs without leaking a lot of runs. So start of the second session, it's the off spinner Mehdi Hassan with the first ball. Straight away knocked into the offside and gets a single. Talked about this earlier, talked about this before lunch. The ability with Saud Shakil to be able to rotate strike, it's almost a thing that modern day players overlook, and it is so important the way that he constructs his test innings, longer format, the ability against spin to drop and run, and also against pace to be able to rotate strike.
Now, the reason why he's able to do that efficiently, he stays very still at the crease. Initially, he tries to stay inside the line of the delivery to work the ball into the gaps of the offside. And anything back of the length, he just moves outside the line of the deliveries to work the ball on the onside. And that's where he makes the difference, Saud Shakil.
There's a big appeal. Oh, it's exploded. There's a lot of excitement, almost as if the keeper taken the catch. He anticipated the little lap sweep. He was down the leg side straight away, and almost Mehdi thought he's got his man.
He got excited too early. Great anticipation though. Wasn't able to hold on to that one. Would have been a great catch, that.
It goes again, this time connects better. Just a single, but it was exceptional work from Lipton Das to be able to get to the ball initially, and almost a juggling effort, and Mehdi thought that it's stuck. And he needs something like that for Bangladesh, and that would have been ideal. Again, Saud Shakil is just able to dink it offside.
Yeah, yesterday when he was asked to bowl, Mehdi Hasan Miraz, he was looking to flight the ball. He was taken for too many runs, and after that he's been darting the ball in. And on a pitch like this, it becomes very easy for the batters to work the ball into the gaps. He has to bowl slower. Again, a quickish delivery. 91.6 was the second last delivery. The last delivery was almost 87. Not the right pace. 260 for 4.
Shakib will bowl slower through the air. It just seems as if Bangladesh now content is getting to over number 80.
Yeah, he has changed his line, hasn't he, Shakib? Yesterday, he was looking to fight the ball outside the off stump. He was swept. And today, he's targeted the leg stump. And he's got protection behind square on the onside. He's been able to keep the batters quiet. Not many boundaries being leaked by Shakib.
Now the holding job that the spinners have to do now. You just feel as if Rizwan now 91. He's just got 2 centuries in Test match cricket, and suddenly in the 90s he's probably itching to get to that 100 as quickly as possible. And as long as Bangladesh can drag this out, they'll just build a little bit of pressure, little battles within the game that you need to just exaggerate. There we go. Well, he's had enough and he's launched this out of the ground. Use of the feet, and that is maximum connection.
That's humongous to bring 150 runs partnership. It's 266 for 4.
Rizwan on to 97. He wants to get to his 100 quickly. Saud Shakil, as he does, trying to just pierce the offside. He's been brilliant in getting the singles, but Rizwan, this is some quality hit.
Yeah, there was not a lot of room to swing his arms, but how he managed to fracture that stroke, it's brilliant. He just moved outside the line of that delivery. Actually, he moved inside the line of that delivery to be able to hit that stroke. Only 3 runs away, Rizwan, from his third Test match century.
Ayyo.
Nicely bowled. Saw South Shakil coming, slowed it up. But South Shakil equal to the toss. He also then made sure that he defended it well.
Hint of turn for the spinner. A bit of encouragement finally for the spinners here.
Seven.
.153 run partnership for wicket number 5. Perhaps when Bangladesh thought they might get more inroads, this has put a stop to all that. Focus on Rizwan, 97. He's on the non-strikers' ends. Bangladesh might well think, yeah, make him just wait it out. Saw his intentions. Last ball that he played, launched Saqib into the stands. He wants to get to his 100 quickly. South Shakil, throughout his innings, throughout his career, is very good at rotating strike. Rizwan will be hoping that South Shakil gets a single. Probably, as all batters, when they're in their 90s, get a bit itchy and wanted the 100 to get done and dusted quickly. And this time moves across, turns it to the onside, gets a single now. Now the battle begins. Rizwan 3 away. Saqib, last ball was launched over mid-wicket for a maximum. Field remains the same, so the challenge is to hit over the top of mid-wicket or long on. Defends off the back foot. It's just interesting if Shanto brings another fielder up. There's a couple of fielders for the sweep shot. And just inching closer. Launches it. Yes, he does. He hits it over mid-on and gets the ball to the fence and gets to a century. Very impressive innings from Mohammad Rizwan. His third century and cements his place as #1 wicketkeeper batter in Test match cricket for Pakistan.
Yeah, when he arrived at the crease, Pakistan was in a spot of bother. The ball was offering something to the bowlers. There was seam movement. He didn't bat an eye to it. He came out with gun blazing. He was looking for runs all the times. And he gets the milestone 3rd century in Test match cricket in style. Not afraid to use his feet. Not afraid to hit the ball aerial. Proud moment. Pakistan's wicketkeeper batsman thanking heavens.
Now the sweep shot, he'll probably get a couple of runs. Pakistan.
जब पास सुपर पावर हो मंथली एक्स जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी डायल करो *7733# और पाओ इतना सब कुछ सिर्फ 2100 रुपए की नोट में। जैज मेरी सुपर पावर।
third Test match century for Rizwan. Likes this ground, Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium. His second Test match century here. One in Karachi and two here. But this is probably the most fluent of them all. Came in at a situation where Pakistan, in spot of bother, would be able to exert pressure back on Bangladesh. We know he's very good against spin, very proactive. But today he's been equally good against pace and spin. And the partnership that is still going, 160 now with Saud Shakil, is giving Pakistan the ascendancy. Played a couple of test matches in Australia, didn't play the first test match. Actually before that, Sarfraz had overtaken him, taken his place in the side. And now he's well and truly back with the bat. There's no question about his glove work, but it was the batting just took a slight dip. And now the management and the form coming back will help him feel very secure in this test playing 11.
Yeah, intent was there when he came out to bat, Mohammad Rizwan. Yes, to start with, he looked fidgety, but he kept on farming the gaps. Confidence was oozing. He's got his 100. Now the focus should be on Shakil. He's on 91. How well he has approached this innings.
Rizwan has been the enforcer in the partnership now. Be interesting if there's a change in gears. Must be a single to the offside, but before the test match, a lot of talk about being aggressive as a batting unit, as a team, being aggressive and enforcing the game and making sure that they drive the game forward. Here's Pakistan scoring at almost 4 runs and over, but I think now maybe if Saud Shakil gets his 100, will there be a change of intent, which we will have to wait and see. Saud Shakil is so composed. Even in his 90s, he's just able to walk across and turn it leg side, get a single. It seems like everything working in sync with his batting.
Ayyo.
75 done, it's 277 for 4.
जब पास सुपर पावर हो मंथली एक्स जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी। डायल करो *7733# और पाओ इतना सब कुछ सिर्फ 2100 रुपए की नोट में। जैज मेरी सुपर पावर।
Most hundreds by a Pakistani wicketkeeper batter. Mohammad Rizwan, 3 centuries at home. AMMAR Nakmal, 4 centuries at home. Moin Khan with a couple of centuries to his name.
Yeah, coming back to the point you made, are these batters going to change gears? I think that'll only happen if the think tank is convinced that how many overs they need to pick up 20 wickets. Once they decipher that, then they'll start to think how to go about this innings. At the moment, I think they're doing very well. They're going at a good rate. There is no need to get extravagant. They have to make sure the team gets to 400 runs first.
focus now shifts to South Shakil. He's in his 90s, but you've seen him to be very calm and composed, whatever's his situation. Even when he's in his 90s, he just keeps on batting the way that he's done throughout the innings, which is an art in itself. You would well know, Ammar bhai, once you get to the 90s, you're suddenly thinking about a lot other things and not about how you got to 90. You suddenly think where the next 8 runs or the next 5 runs are so important.
Yeah, you make it hard, don't you? But he's a very well experienced player. He doesn't change his game whether he's batting on 90 or he's batting on 0 or 199. He goes the same way. He'll keep on nudging the ball into the gaps. He'll wait for a loose delivery to capitalize. 278 for 4.
जब पास सुपर पावर हो मंथली एक्स जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी। डायल करो *7733# और पाओ इतना सब कुछ सिर्फ 2100 रुपए के नोट में। जैज मेरी सुपर पावर।
So making sure, Shanto making sure that he gets that field on the offside spot on, because we've seen how South Shakil's been able to maneuver the ball into the gap and get a single, get off strike. Nicely played off the back foot, gets another single. Lots of energy from Rizwan throughout his innings. And if you want your mobile phones and tablets to never lose energy, inverted solar energy, you can charge your mobiles while watching the match. A great facility to be able to do so and never run out of battery.
At the moment, what you see out there in the middle, the bowlers are short on steam. They need charging. At the moment, these two batters are so dialed in. They don't look like getting out, middling everything, farming gaps. And looking to get through these overs quickly before the new ball is available. These two spinners.
Slightly quicker. A decent over from Mehdi. It's 281 for 4. 3 overs remain in that second new ball. Will batting to come. Salman Aliaga, very accomplished batter at number 7. And Shafridi's improved his batting in the last year or so. Shakil just maneuvers it to the offside, opens the face, gets another single. Now 2.5 overs remain. You take the new ball straight away, don't you, Amir bhai?
There's no other option. The spinner aren't getting any purchase from this surface. They're looking to do the holding job in test match cricket. You have to bowl with an intent. You have to bowl to pick up wickets. At the moment, they're just looking to dry up the runs and play second fiddle to the fast bowlers. They are desperately waiting for that second new ball.
Well, Amir bhai, this Rawalpindi pitch doesn't really break up. It's not a kind of pitch where the 4th and 5th day becomes very, very difficult for batting. As he swept away fine. Come back for 2. I'll take you back a long time. I'll take you back Pakistan versus Australia on this cricket ground. Pakistan followed on. Salim Malik got a 200 and I think 237. Match actually was drawn, and you felt that even on the 5th day there was nothing much happening for the bowlers.
There'll be a bit of spin available on the 5th day for the spinners, but it's harmless. You can easily manage. So yes, you're right. Now, pitches here in Pindi, they do not really deteriorate. They do not start to show gremlins. Even in the 4th innings, we have seen batters scoring hundreds. Like you mentioned, Salim Malik scored a double. So that's why I'm saying the Pakistanis, they should focus on getting to 400 runs first and then start to think how many overs are required to pick up 20 wickets. Because in test matches, you never know. A team might stumble on few occasions. As long as they don't fall, they have a chance to make a comeback. This is the beauty of test match cricket. So the focus should be 400 runs to start with. It's 286 for 4.
And again, it's almost a patent from Saud Shakil. He just opens the face to the offside, gets a single.
Yeah, he's in no rush to get to yet another test match 100. Saud Shakil just reliant on those nudges, is happy to score singles.
Bit of an inside edge that time around for Rizwan, but previous over, last ball, Rizwan with that little pattern sweep or a genuine sweep, and almost Litton Das again getting towards it. There's a little bit of glove. This shows a little bit of glove. Rizwan's suggesting that it was the grip that made the noise, but yeah, Shakib thought there was a big chance.
He's been very efficient, keeping the fast bowlers behind the stumps. Litton Das, but not quite so efficient against the spinners. Yeah, he anticipates well. He hasn't been able to finish off well. And he gets there, South Shakil. What an innings from him. Third Test match 100.
First at Rawalpindi, and South Shakil carries on his merry way. The average is still swelling. It has been a very composed, typical South Shakil innings. Just in his 20th innings in Test match cricket, and it seems as if he's the most experienced player in the side. Beautiful batting, been able to rotate strike, and this is typical from him. Just a little gap into the offside. The dressing room stands because they know the value of the innings. He came in when Pakistan were in quite a spot of bother, and he's made sure with two big partnerships, Pakistan now on the right track.
Innings of authority from the word go. Never looked flustered. Never showed any nerves. Started to middle the ball from the word go. End of the over, 290 for 4.
जब पास सुपर पावर हो मंथली एक्स जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी। डायल करो *7733# और पाओ इतना सब कुछ सिर्फ 2100 रुपए के नोट में। जैज मेरी सुपर पावर।
Making sure the side screen clears out before Shakib can bowl his 18th. Well, what we have witnessed is a 176-run partnership and two big hundreds, 200s of command and authority. Vice captain of the side, South Shakil, with his third Test century, similar for Mohammad Rizwan, who managed to outpace him in terms of getting there. Pakistan's consolidation after a 98-run partnership has another one of 177 and still going strong. Nick, Bangladesh still looking for answers.
Good afternoon, Aruj. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, it's a case of settling in, sit on that couch and watch some excellent batting. That has been play of the day, and I tell you, it has been excellent from the two middle order players, hasn't it? Slightly different innings. Shakil, of course, came in at a difficult time. They'd lost a few wickets here to steady the ship, and he was composed, wasn't he? Excellent technique early on, played beautifully straight, played the ball under his eyes. And Rizwan, well, he was dashing, wasn't he? He's been his busy best. There's more runs through the offside. Hasn't quite got hold of it, but they'll come back for two. They're pushing hard in the middle of the day. It's hot. It is very hot out there, folks. Bangladeshis will they'll be feeling that. There's no doubt about it. They'll be feeling it. They'll be feeling the pressure of the score. and they'll be feeling that heat.
Well, Bangladesh would probably be the only team feeling that heat, and you see Shariful Islam warming up because the new ball becomes available after this delivery. And you reckon it'll be taken immediately?
Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you? It hasn't been a huge amount for any of the spinners. The two spinners that they've used, Shakib Al Hassan, Mehdi, have looked pretty benign on this pitch, haven't they? Ball hasn't turned. No real threat to speak of. Again, he makes it look so easy, doesn't he? He's done that all day. That'll end the 80th. It's 295 for 4.
Overs have now been completed. New ball becomes available and also comes out in the hands of Rashid Riaz, and as expected, with what's happened, what's transpired through the first session, where we thought that with the surface looking the way it is, with the new ball bowlers the way they bowled yesterday, they would have to make early inroads, but that has not been the case. After a hard-toiled first session, the new ball does become available.
Yeah, exactly. There's no doubt they'll take this new ball. I think he's got the new one in his hand there as the left arm quick Shariful, who took a little bit of time to get into his stride yesterday when he got his opportunity. And there was a lot of talk about getting that length right, wasn't it? Really trying to pitch it up, even if it wasn't exactly your natural length, the one that you would normally bowl. Conditions demanded that the seamers really try and get it up, and I suppose ironically or coincidentally, the two wickets that fell were from very full wide deliveries, so perhaps you have to risk going for a few through the cover boundaries, through that region, to try and feed the slips that skipper Shanto now has in place. 2 slips and a gully. Intensity needs to ramp up. Can they do it? It's been hot, it's been tiring, but this is where the test match could hand in the hands of the Pakistan batters at the moment. Cameraman, what's he doing?
I'll tell you what, I think what he's asking for is for the cameraman. No, I think I've just picked up someone is behind the screen. The cameraman's got a job to do. I don't think that's what Rizwan's saying. I think there's some movement behind the screen somewhere. Anyways, it's been sorted. Shariful Islam has the second new ball in hand. And as expected, pitch the new ball up to see if there's any swing on offer. It's where they dented the game. The first 3 wickets came off the new ball well within that first hour yesterday when play eventually got underway. Probably we were talking about where the Bangladesh are going to pick up wickets. It's probably hammering down that good line and length again and put pressure back on Pakistan with that new ball.
Yeah, very gentle loosener, wasn't it? So there's one thing pitching the ball up, but you've got to pitch it up and still bowl it, not float it up there. So that's a little bit better. That is a little bit better. It's watchful is Rizwan. And from the batter's perspective, it's not always an easy time. I mean, people will look at the score and think, oh, they're both on 100, you know, they can almost bat with their eyes closed, but it's a case of concentration and hunger and desire. You know, you've got to remember as a batter, there are a lot of dark days to come, I can tell you. There's a lot of times where the ball does move around and you sort of wonder, where's my next run going to come from? So when you get to 100, you think, you know what, I'm going to cash in today. Today I've got to make it 200, and that's what they should be thinking. That's what Jason Gillespie and Sean Masood will be wanting from there. They're not finished yet. You've never got enough.
And you guess that's the challenge within the test match itself, within the sessions, within the days played, to read the situation. So like you say, the two men very, very comfortable at 100 apiece. The new ball comes in and you reset and you almost turn back the mind clock and go again. If you are to score those big first inning runs and almost put Bangladesh further behind the game.
Yeah, you're spot on. And listening to the two commentators before, Amir Sahel, I think, was commenting on that 400 score. And I remember when I first got picked for England, Andy Flower was our coach at the time, and all the talk was about getting 400. I think Graham Gooch was our batting coach, so we had some good brains in that batting lineup in terms of the thinking and the strategy. And it was all about getting 400. And there were stats to prove that if you got 400 in your first innings, you had a very, very good chance of going on and winning a test match. And I think Pakistan need to get more into that habit. You know, even in good conditions like this, can they get that 400? Can batsmen start thinking about not just 100 big hundreds?
So Shakil in his limited, it's only his 11th test game. It seems like he's been there for a very long time, but is one of the guys in that middle order who's almost seems like he knows the craft and the art of scoring those big hundreds. And by that you mean the big 170s, the 180s, close to the 200 mark. And the game changes, because that's when you rack up those 400 runs. And Sean Masood also spoke about the fact that they've picked a side because they're going to win test matches by picking up 20 wickets. And we'll pick up on that after the over. 297 for 4.
जब पास सुपर पावर हो मंथली एक्स जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी। डायल करो *7733# और पाओ इतना सब कुछ सिर्फ 2100 रुपए की नोट में। जैज मेरी सुपर पावर।
Well, the crowd have done a fantastic job in the heat, and I'd love some of that water on my face right now. Go on, Aruj. Yeah, young kids are here enjoying and watching the craft of Shakil and Rizwan. You're a young batsman out there. It's the way to do it, but that is the way to watch cricket. Oh, better idea. Yeah, that's a lovely shot. Beautifully timed off his legs. I don't think it's going to go all the way, but if they run hard, they could get 3. Rizwan, he looks a bit spent. I think he's happy with 2. But just a lovely touch from Shakil again. He just watches this ball right underneath his eyes, doesn't try and overhit it. That was the key. Yeah, talking about these big 400s, Hassan Mahmood will take the new ball from the other end now. He was, for me, the pick of the bowlers in that first spell yesterday. Got 2 wickets, bowled a very nagging line in length, and extracted a little bit of bounce if there was any. Beat the bat a few times and asked very good questions of the opening batsman. Again, just drifts onto the pads. Different prospect now, though, isn't it? Middle of the day. It's been out there for some time, and his captain, well, they'll be asking, the captain and the team and the management will be sweating on the fact that the son can get the ball back in that area, take one of these wickets and create a little opportunity.
Yeah, he looked out of the two opening bowlers for Bangladesh, looked like the one who's probably had it all together for him. Bowled within himself, kept at that nagging line and length, and was rewarded in his 2 wickets. Bangladesh will hope that that column goes up. Once again into the leg side, rush through for a single easy in the end. We're talking about Pakistan scoring the big runs as they do bring up their 300 as well. And once again, it's courtesy big runs. And we're talking about how, in order to compete with the bigger nations in more trying and testing conditions, we talk about 400. Look back at the Australia series where they were in January earlier this year. They only managed a 300 score once in the first innings of the 3rd test. So as much as Shan talks about now picking a bowling side which can pick up the 20 wickets, but you got to have the runs to back up that as well.
Yeah. I think it's a really important point here. There's a lot of these words floating around in Test cricket about positive cricket and going at 4.5 and over and Bazball and all these sort of things. And I think that's great if you've got the players. But fundamentally, Test cricket hasn't changed, has it? It's 5 days long. And if you can get 400, I don't care how you get it. If you've got the players who can do it quickly, that's great.
I think that's a very important point to make. It doesn't matter how you get them. Everyone's got their own template of scoring the runs. Some will do it at 3 runs and over, some will do it at 5 runs and over. The basic point becomes, do you have the ability and the personnel to score those big runs?
And at least get them. You can start worrying about run rates later. When you've got 400 3 or 4 times in a row, then we can start talking about run rate. Then we can start talking about, okay, how do we take it up a notch? How do we maybe do it in 4 runs and over rather than 3? But you've got to start where you are. And I think if teams like Pakistan and Bangladesh want to go and compete against England, India consistently, that's the building blocks that they need to start with. And, I'm sure, the thinking caps in the changing room and management will identify that. Rizwan's taking a breather from holding his bat.
Within inverted commas, Bazball, since Stokes and Brendan McCullum set out, you've also got the personnel who play their brand of cricket, hence why they can play at 4+ runs and over. It's brilliantly timed away, and it will have the legs to get into the boundary.
He's just got better, Rizwan, on that front foot, hasn't he? He looks a little bit itchy when he first comes in, a bit frantic here and there. But it's a nice way to end the over, 304 for 4.
जब पास सुपर पावर हो मंथली एक्स जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी डायल करो *7733# और पाओ इतना सब कुछ सिर्फ 2100 रुपए के नोट में जैज मेरी सुपर पावर.
.116 not out today is now Mohammad Rizwan's highest score in Test cricket. Previous best 115 versus South Africa at similar ground, same conditions, which just alludes to the fact that this pitch in this venue, numbers will tell you as well. That was the moment. Has a lot of runs on offer.
Might have something to do with the fact that the ball probably comes on a little bit more here. Rizwan, we know, enjoys the shorter format, likes the ball and a bit of pace coming on, so I think he likes it. And this is the shot, uses that through the covers. Just got more and more settled. I think when he first comes in, he can look a little bit frantic at times. There's a lot going on in terms of his mannerisms, but he's a man who likes to score. He's always looking to score, and that's what I like about him. Very gentle, isn't it? Shariful looks like he's had a few overs in those legs and a long day of Test cricket, but 2 for 45 or 17, so he hasn't gone for too many runs, which is good for the captain. He's keeping a little bit of control there. You can see Head off, having a little chat to him. He's just got to try and pull that length back a bit and try and hit that pitch. Just gets a little bit floaty at times. Lovely day out there. 2 slips in a gully.
Very, very good running again. Don't underestimate the weather. It is hot out there, but the two of them have ran well. There's only been 5 boundaries from Shakil, all along the ground, 9 from Rizwan along with his 2 sixes. So there's been a plenty of drop and run and in the gaps. Also a testament to their fitness. Between them they have 192 runs, followed by the 98-run partnership between Saud and Saim. The middle order numbers that we were talking about from positions 5 to 8 earlier, once again proving fruitful for Pakistan. Just like that delivery there, they've been few and far in between with the new ball, and that's what we're talking about. Where Bangladesh were rewarded, if they were consistent, they provided longer channels of disciplined bowling, albeit, like you mentioned, the wickets came off the slightly fuller, wider deliveries. This is all of this innings, but I reckon if you can get something from today and compare the 2 new balls, it'll be slightly different. Just feel they haven't quite gotten it down with this particular new ball.
Yeah, it's about consistency. It's about getting the ball in the right area time and time again. And you look at that pitch map, a lot of balls in the middle of that wicket. Again, just a little bit too short. The one before was a good length, but couldn't back it up. And it's fine margins, but at this level there are small margins. You're talking about inches, you're talking about the repeatability of good bowling. And you've got to do something with it. We know he can swing it away, but he's got to tempt Shakil into a false shot here, and that's going to be on the front foot with the ball swinging away.
He does have that knack of sometimes just chasing after the wide delivery that is fuller in length. Does bring the fielders behind the wickets into play, especially that gully. Not that time. The sound of the bat and the timing. So Shakil just marches on.
Fluent, that's all that can be said. A man in great form and lots of confidence. End of the over, 310 for 4.
जब पास सुपर पावर हो मंथली एक्स जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी। डायल करो *7733# और पाओ इतना सब कुछ सिर्फ 2100 रुपए के नोट में। जैज मेरी सुपर पावर।
Giving the photographers an opportunity as well, but it's what happened after. We tried to figure out what that celebration for, but from the stump mic we managed to pick up it was more about, all right, you're hitting the good shot, it's time you cross the boundary. A little bit of a challenge between the two. Rizwan's not happy. There's constant trouble behind the side screen on either side. It just seems to be just behind the side screen. There's constant movement.
I think it might be us, Saruj. What do you think? There's a lot of movement in this commentary box.
Well, technically we are literally right behind, but I think we're well hidden.
It's definitely you.
Well, well, you don't want an angry Mohammad Rizwan. That's the last thing you want. It just might be the gap that opens up for Bangladesh. It's not us. Disclaimer, although I'm still standing, it is not us. Maybe Sikandar behind the screen, not sure. Anyways, let's resume play here.
That was very similar to the delivery that took his first wicket. Although a little bit different when you're on 100, facing a nice floaty half volley like that. Still not happy. Must be a fan or not closing the door. Sometimes that the glass can just reflect against the sun and just catch the eye of the batsman. Might have been the groundsman. Not his lucky day. Not his lucky day.
I think Bangladesh just need to focus here. Might just have a slight opening in the door. Just throw the batters off their concentration just so slightly, break the tempo, and make use of this opportunity, regather. Especially to Mohammad Rizwan, because of the kind of character he is, he can sometimes get worked up and try and impose himself.
Yeah, just want to pick up on that one. It's good bowling, and I'll tell you why. He's changed his line and length there in terms of he's changed the angle as well. He's come over the wicket. He was bowling around the wicket, which I think just allowed Shakil to play the ball onto the onside. Now he's got to think about whether the one's actually going to come back, and that was good control from Hassan, running across the left-hander. And again, but it's a slightly different length. So I like this from Hassan. I like it because he's getting him to play almost across the line of the ball. He's got two slips in the gully, which is good from Shanto to keep the men in there. They know how important this new ball is. But I think it's a good ploy to Shakil. The batsman from the other end will want to be thinking about how can he still be playing with a straight bat? How can he still look to play the ball down the ground, not try and hit too square? That'll be the danger for him. That's what he'll be thinking. He's going to swing one back. The LBW comes into play, and then he can slip one across.
Very lucky and good presence of mind. The pace of the ball also allowing Saud Shakil just to nudge the ball away. Could have potentially rolled back onto the stumps. A better line here. No damage done in the end for Pakistan. Not the line Hassan Mahmood was expecting. What that also does is brings up the 200 partnership. 201 from 321 deliveries between Saud Shakil and Mohammad Rizwan as the over comes to a close. 315 for 4.
जब पास सुपर पावर हो मंथली एक्स जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी। डायल करो *7733# और पाओ इतना सब कुछ सिर्फ 2100 रुपए के नोट में। जैज मेरी सुपर पावर।
Fifth wicket partnership from Pakistan. Saud and Rizwan steadied the ship and steering it quite nicely. A rare play and a miss. Precisely the length that we've been talking about.
Now, can he stay there? Can he stay there? That's the big question. And that's where I think Bangladesh have just let their foot off the accelerator. There's one good ball and then there's one loose one good ball. And we are talking about, you know, a matter of inches even. On pitches like this where it's so true and easy to hit through the line, you have to be really, really on the button. That's the length. That's going to induce an edge if they are going to induce one.
Well, in the meantime, what you can do is charge your mobile phones, tablets through the Inverex solar energy while enjoying this test match. Scan the QR code, answer simple questions, and you have it all. Once again, that length just evades the gully fielder to his right. When you talk about, Nick, the consistency here matters. If Bangladesh can do this for a period of 2 overs from either side, string in 4 or 5 overs on a trot, you've already seen a couple of plays and misses, one off the outside edge.
It doesn't matter how many runs you've got. When you bowl on that line and length, it's always going to ask the question. But it's got to be asked more than once. Got that man at deep point. He's just been moved probably another 20 yards behind square after that outside edge. So it's up to the bowler now to try and repeat it. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Good. Keep hitting that length, keep hitting the length, but keep bowling it. You don't want anything floated up there or any gifts for Rizwan. He's had enough of those in the innings. 2 for 53 for Shariful, so he doesn't go for many runs, but just need a little bit more zip, perhaps.
Also, what we tend to forget sometimes amongst all of this, Hassan Mahmood's second test match, Sharif al-Islam 11th, Nahid Rana second test match. There is very, very inexperienced bowling lineup which is still learning the art of bowling different phases in test cricket. And every now and then that'll give them some sort of inspiration, just a matter of doing it more often, more consistently, and bowling in partnerships in tangent and do it from both sides. But you look at that, just 14 test matches between the 3 quicks from Bangladesh.
Just a quick look at some of the coaching staff over there. Nick Pothis, Mushtaq Ahmed, and Andre Adams. Andre Adams is the bowling coach, who a very experienced campaigner. I played quite a lot against him. He got the ball to move prodigiously from a very good length. So you're right, they have got inexperience, but they've got some experience in the camp there. And I think it's going to be about the partnership that they build with the core group of young bowlers. It's not going to happen in one test match or the next 5 or 6. Anyway, more about that. It's drinks, 317 for 4.
जब पास सुपर पावर हो मंथली एक्स जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी। डायल करो *7733# और पाओ इतना सब कुछ सिर्फ 2100 रुपए के नोट में। जैज, मेरी सुपर पावर।
3-1-7 for 4. 5 overs into the new ball. And still Shakil and Rizwan with 100 each to their name. And seems like a long time ago. 114 was the score when Pakistan had lost Saim yesterday after tea. Since then, the two, Shakil and Rizwan, have taken Pakistan to 3-1-7. Rizwan started off from where he left, looked very positive with his scoring. Of course, a bit of improvisation. Also went after the bowling when the opportunity came. Got a couple of sixes to his name. Busy player as we know him. And made sure that the partnership or the partner Saud was looking for after Saim's dismissal, you would find it in him. This is his wagon wheel, and mostly the Bangladesh bowlers bowled at him outside the off stump and made good use of that. Quite a few boundaries there, predominantly on that offside. I've got Athar Ali Khan alongside me. 5 overs into that second new ball, and this could be the changing phase of that test match. Where it's heading, we'll probably know in the next hour or so.
Well, straight away you can see there team bowling coach Andrew Adams for Bangladesh having a long chat with the seamers, and you can also see there's a change here. Nahid Rana is back in the attack. A long chat with Shoriful Islam. Yeah, they've got to use this second new ball effectively. And when you talk about effectiveness, you talk about wickets here, because this test match can go away from Bangladesh. Massive partnership in the making here already. 203 on the board, this partnership. And they've introduced Nahid Rana with the second new ball a little bit earlier. Long spells for Hassan Mahmood and Shoriful Islam. Remember yesterday, early on. But certainly it looks like that as the sun has baked down on the surface, this has got better and better for batting. So to dislodge someone who's already posted 100, both of them now well set, looking really solid, with 100 apiece to each other, they need to do something special with the second new ball. Now this is Nahid. He was just way too short for my liking. 36%. Most on the shorter side. Yes, he's got pace, and he's a young rookie fast bowler, and you can get away with bowling short, especially in home conditions, in domestic first class structure, but you're up against high quality batting. Again on a shorter side. I don't know what the plan is, but if he keeps peppering them with short pitch delivery, maybe that's the plan. That's what he has been asked to do. But my advice for him would be to pitch it up, because you got to go give the ball a chance to move. We haven't seen any lateral movement, not the kind of lateral movement we saw on the first day of a test match. But this is the second new ball, so you got to pitch it a little bit fuller and get the batter onto the front foot. Shakib Al Hasan, bit of a shadow practice, thinking about his batting.
Yeah, that's the length probably you're talking about, just to pitch it up. Because with that shorter length, you're almost eliminating those 3 slips who are waiting, because it's a new ball. If it takes the shoulder off a short delivery, it'll fly over the slip cordon. Would you, as a captain, when you see 2 batters batting at 100 each, try different things, unorthodox things, maybe a couple of fielders in the eye line, and then try that short ball, not just for a catch, just to bother the concentration of a batter who's been out there for like, what, 3 sessions? Because as you said, this is becoming better as time is passing by in terms of the wicket. So what different can you do apart from regulation field positions?
Well, there's so many things go in the mind of the skipper, Nazmul Shanto, and he's got familiar faces to have a bit of a chat. The former captains in the middle also. There's Shakib Al Hassan, there's Mushfiqur Rahim, who've led the side in the past for Bangladesh. And I'm sure they'll be having a bit of a chat, even Mominul Haq, the senior campaigners, to go and find out what can we do, which might just make life a little bit difficult for the batters. Oh, lovely. Beautiful shot. That is a classic off drive. Presenting the full face of the bat. He's thinking to come back for the third. And rightly so. Sends him back. Lovely shot to finish the over. 319 for 4.
जब पास सुपर पावर हो मंथली एक्स जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी डायल करो *7733# और पाओ इतना सब कुछ सिर्फ 2100 रुपए के नोट में। जैज मेरी सुपर पावर।
Yeah, at the moment, it seems pretty easy. The batters are just pushing the ball around for singles and getting that odd boundary. That was the shot of that last ball through the line with a very, very vertical bat. That's the correct way if you really want to add that to a textbook shot. Total control, staying still, balance, immaculate. Rizwan, in the way he plays, he's a busy player. Quick runner between the wickets, and he creates those lengths by moving around. Look at that, acrobatic. Just, you probably won't find this in the textbook, but that does the job, gets the runs going. And he probably would be the man Bangladesh bowlers with the new ball would be looking at. Maybe, I don't want to spoil his outfit, he's played so well, but if you talk about very technically correct, Saud would be more. He would give you an opportunity time and again by trying those shots. At the moment, even the short ball has been played so well. He's played that with an angled bat so that the ball stays down. He's not one of those who goes for those big sixes, and he gets the job done.
Yeah, he looks very organized, Dawood Shakil. The shots that he has played in this inning has been very impressive. There you go, over the top and rolling the wrist over. He makes sure it stays down, finds the gap and also finds the boundary. And not the right length once again. This time around, this is from Shariful Islam, pitching it short and paying the price.
Ooh. Forced him into that drive with that length. Very rare rash swing outside the off stump by Saud.
Yeah, too, it was not on the drivable length, it was on the good length, and that's the spot they need to continue to bowl over and over again. It just gives a well-set batter, his eyes lights up and he sees that it might have been pitched a little bit fuller. It was not the case. So went through the shot and he misses the also extra bounce. Good carry to the keeper. Lovely delivery from Shariful Islam.
on the toes, just a push through covers.
A touch short on that occasion, but have a look at this delivery. Just a couple of deliveries earlier. It's a little bit too wide also, it went after it.
Almost a wicket, Arthur, almost.
And I'm sure there would have been a discussion whether Bangladesh, after looking at the surface, because Pakistan did go in with the 4 seamers, frontline seamers. Whether to pick an extra seamer. And though we'll come back to that. 325 for 4.
जब पास सुपर पावर हो मंथली एक्स जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी डायल करो *7733# और पाओ इतना सब कुछ सिर्फ 2100 रुपए की नोट में। जैज मेरी सुपर पावर।
Well, that's the squad, and what I was talking about in the previous over was whether Bangladesh thought of perhaps picking up another seamer. Taskin not available. He's playing against the Pakistan A team. He's been sent to play for Bangladesh A team, and they've started playing today. The Bangladesh A is batting. Again, a short delivery. Nicely put away. It's not working, but they're not getting the message because if you see a batter putting those short pitch deliveries away for boundaries, why bowl them? Yeah, nicely played. You wouldn't mind that at all. Ruggiero goes on top of it, or right on his toes. Finds the gap. So Taskin was not available. We knew that he would be available for the second test match. The only available seamer would have been Khalid Ahmed. Right arm. But then the discussion would have been if you do go on with 4 frontline seamers, who goes out? Shakib Al Hassan is an automatic choice. So it would have been Mehdi Hasan Miraj. But the problem is that because of the fact that Bangladesh batting has not produced the runs that has been what they've played in the last couple of months, the top order has been a bit shaky. So ensuring that you have more protection in the middle order to have someone like Mehdi Hasan Miraj in the team. Genuine all-rounder, again lovely drive. He's played some gorgeous looking shot. So 2 more. So maybe that was the idea, to get Mehdi in, strengthen the batting, because batting has not produced the goods with the bat earlier on. So a little bit more protection, and also have a variety, have an extra spinner who bowls right arm finger spin, right arm off spin, Mehdi Hasan. So that would have surely been discussed. But I still feel that, yeah, this is the right combination. Just the bowlers, apart from that first session on day 1, have just been offline. And now you can see what has happened. Pakistan has cruised. They're in the driving seat now. 331 for 4.
Oh, slight. Bit of extra bounce, stoppage. When you talk about Taskin, of course we know about his experience at the highest level, and you say not available, but he's playing the A side, so that's probably a matter of choice from the team that they want to go with this combination, which is playing this test match. Is it the reason that he hasn't played the longer format in a while, that they want to just keep him away? Maybe he comes in the second one?
Yeah, they announced it earlier on that he will only be available for the second test match, Taskin Ahmed. He's been away from the longer version. He hasn't played too many first-class games. Lovely piece of timing. Wrong line and 4 more. Well, the runs are coming thick and fast here. 10 runs already in this over.
Yeah, you speak about that wrong line was easy pickings. No protection there, plus just helping it on its way. Timing again. And it's just rapidly went through that area in the ground behind the square on the onside. Saud Shakil is one who would look to score a big 100. He'll just not stop at 100. He goes through different layers.
तो फिक्र कैसी?
Now this is what he has done in test matches. Remember, he made his test debut, Taskin Ahmed, way back in 2017. And he's only played 13 test matches. And in between, he represented Bangladesh cricket team in the longest format. For 4 years, he didn't play. He did not feature in any of the test matches that Bangladesh played. From 2017 to 2021. But look at the numbers on ODIs and T20 internationals. So they're just making sure that he's get back to his good rhythm, and when he is available, he can show the kind of skills that he's shown in the white ball format, especially in the recent past, because he's really worked really hard on his fitness. And Bangladesh will be hoping that he gets a good going in that 4-day game against the Pakistan A team. But the question remains, whoever comes in, whoever gets an opportunity, you still have to bowl a really good line and length here. It's about being consistent, it's about being effective, and it's also about being patient. Medis and Miraj in the attack.
Again, the fact, it's just like a repeat of what happened in the first inning. 9th over into the new ball. And they've got the off spinner in operation.
Yeah, the other bowler that Bangladesh is missing is Ibadat Hussain. Right arm seamer who's had some injury issues, and he's on a recovery, doing a lot of rehabilitation programs, making sure he comes back fit. I would have loved bowling on the surface also. Bangladesh went on to create history when they beat the Kiwis at their home ground, Mount Maunganui. And he picked up a 6 in the second innings. And it's a serious movement. And we know about the conditions in New Zealand. They hardly lose any match. Forget about the test match.
Canadá, comecei a entrar em fora do Canadá.
opportunities in the recent past, but as we all say, class is permanent, form is temporary. I'd love to see him bat. I'd love to see him bat for a longer period of time.
See them eking out more. Take this partnership further. Take the total beyond 400 runs. And once Pakistan scores 400 runs, from there they'll start to calculate how many overs they need to pick up 20 wickets.
The entire discussion around an all-pace attack from Shan Masood prior to the test match in his press conference was Pakistan needs to build a bowling lineup which can pick up 20 wickets, because that's how you win test matches. The advantage at the moment, Pakistan at the moment looks like they will be able to get a big first innings score and then unleash those 4 paces. And on the venue as well, numbers suggest that paces are far more effective than spin.
Given the state of the pitch and also the temperature, it's not going to be easy. The Pakistani bowlers, they need to work hard to be able to pick up 20 wickets. And they need to bowl with the right ideas. They need to bowl at the right lengths. It's not going to be easy because there are quite a few able batters in the Bangladeshi lineup.
If anything, the surface that we're speaking about has only become better for batting. In spite of the green tinge, there wasn't a lot of movement off the surface, even swing in the air. Not too much to trouble the batters. I think Bangladesh has also let themselves down by not being consistent enough with the new ball the second time round. Over ball 349 for 4.
जब पास सुपर पावर हो मंथली एक्स जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी डायल करो
most experienced of 53 matches. Babar Azam closely behind Mohammad Rizwan, 31, Shaheen Shafidi as well. So you would say it's a mix of experience, not vastly experienced, but experience, and it's good to see some youth coming in there as well.
And talk about the options. They got 4 frontline seamers there, and then Babar can rotate his arm, Salman Liaga, even South can bowl. Saim Ayub can be a surprise package. So plenty of options there. Just the matter of the right usage of these options.
Well, when Pakistan do come out to bowl, it'll be a while before you see any pace off. I think it'll be one seamer after the other. It's the fourth time in history of Pakistan cricket that they've gone in with an all-pace attack. Second time at home in a test match. It just goes to show there was a certain element of hint of green on the surface as well at the venue. But like you talk about, and we've also been mentioning, the surface has only become better. So it is as good as they are, it'll still be hard work and to pick up those 20 wickets. Weather's also very hot outside.
Yeah, we have already seen Bangladeshi bowlers on the grind. Tough conditions. Pitches not offering anything. It has flattened. Not for these players. They have to be out there in the middle. The sun is flaring down. Not easy conditions by any means.
Well, you can always make your way to that easy conditioned Tapal Tila. No stress, no tension in there. Everyone enjoying Pakistan's finest. I like this from Bangladesh, where Hassan Mahmood, their most consistent bowler, is bowling with that angle across. Have they just caught Saud Shakil off guard? The stumps have been broken. Did he make his way back? Well, let's have a look upstairs.
Is that stroke of genius to break this partnership? We have to wait for the umpire's decision.
Stumping. Check the placement of the feet. It's a fair delivery. Side on angle, please. Rolling through. Okay, just take it back one frame, please.
Seems like the reaction.
And next frame, please. Okay, do we have a split screen if possible, please? I just want to see if the bailer's lit up when the batter's in the air. At the moment, I can't see anything. Do we have a split screen? I just waiting for the split screen. Okay, yes, thank you. Yeah, another angle, please, thank you. Okay, just set that back, and right, so frame by frame, next frame down, and down again. Can we just move, right, so next frame, please, and go one frame forward again, please, forward this time, and take it back. Just frame by frame, so very slowly. All right, forward again. And next frame forward. Okay, and forward again once more, please. And forward again once more. All right, I can't tell from that. Do we have a zoomer, if possible, please? Thank you. Okay, right, take it back one frame, please. Okay, and down one frame, please. Yeah, I can't. There's no evidence to suggest that the bat is in the air when the stump is lit up. So the batsman's made his ground. So I'm ready for my decision on the big screen.
Yeah, you'd imagine the absolute right decision in the end. From the video evidence that was available, pulled it off. He caught Saud Shakil by surprise. I'm sure plenty of us by surprise as well. And it's a matter of inches. There's small margins in the game, and this time they favoured Saud Shakil.
Here it was millimeters, not inches.
Well, if you've picked up on Stump Mike, it's brilliant. The commentary between Liton Das and Saud Shakil. As the decision came onto the board, Saud Shakil told Liton Das, "What are you doing? It's already very hot out here." And now he's just gone and told him, "I am not worrying about the bowler anymore. I'm worried more about you behind the stumps."
Brilliant. That's good television, wasn't it? It was a brilliant attempt by Liton Das, showing the awareness, alertness. Almost pulled it through. Guys.
Overdone, 351 for 4.
Heard on the mic where Saud Shakil said something which has already been shared by Arooj with you guys.
Overdone, 351 for 4. A slight blip in proceedings from Pakistan's end. A good thing to show for the wickets column remain undisturbed. Pakistan going strong 351 for 4 in 94 overs. They've scored at just under 4 runs an over in this session, and overall at 3.7.
7.
Yeah, scoring rate has improved certainly.